This is to show the basic functions of ActiveInspire. When you first open ActiveInspire, one of the things that I like to do is change the best fit that's in the top right hand corner to fit to width so that the screen takes up you have a larger writing surface, which will be as wide as you have ActiveInspire to be. The basic functions are going to be in your toolbar. For me, it's on the right hand side. You can move it if you want to the left hand side, wherever you'd like to place the toolbar. The first function is the pen. This is one that you'll probably use a lot. You'll be using a stylus. I'm using a mouse, so my writing will be a bit messier. You can change the size of the pen itself to a very large, or it can be very small. You can change the color, whatever you would like to do to write with the pen. If you want to erase a small portion, you can change the size of the eraser as well so that it can erase a larger piece of writing, or you can make it smaller if you want to erase something very small and minute. If you want to erase the whole page, you want to get rid of everything, you can use the spray bottle that's down here at the bottom and clear page, and it'll clear the entire page for you. One of the other good functions, especially if you don't like your handwriting or if you want to make something very clear for the students, is the text typing. If you click this, you can, just like in any other program, change the font, make it bold or italic or underscore. And when you click on the screen, a text box will pop up. So let's say you're teaching a grammar lesson, and you want to make sure that the students can see it and that they get it. You can type instead of handwrite. You can also change the color if you want to highlight something important for the students. Okay. You can also, if you want to make a separate text box, all you have to do is click again or touch the screen again, and this box will pop up. So if you want to write a example, you want to keep it separate, that would be fine. You can also use the highlighter to highlight something here. So if you want to make it clear that this is the verb form that you've been talking about, you can do this here. The other really cool function is, let's say you have this done and you don't want to erase it like you would on a whiteboard. You can click this next page button and it will create a new page for you so you can continue with your lesson. So let's say you want to cover something, you want to compare or contrast. And talk about how these are different. For example, you can go back to the first page, you can go to the next page, and you can flip back and forth. Instead of having to click through a bunch of different pages, you can also click this option here, which is the page browser, and it'll pop up all the different pages that you have. So if we want to add a new page and we want to type something here, right? We can go through all of the different pages, and then you can go back to the first page. This is very helpful, especially if you have an agenda and you've written the agenda on your first page, but you want to continue to use your whiteboard. If you have made a stellar lesson and you want to save it so that you can use it in the future or even embed it into your lesson logs, you can do that. All you have to do is go to File, Save. I usually click Save As just to be safe. And if you go here, you will see under Network SDO Bridge, and you're going to use the classroom shared file. This will pop up all of the different current teachers, and you can create a new file for yourself if you'd like. I'm going to save it here in Karina, and you could save this here as past perfect or perfect tenses, whatever you want to do, and save. Okay, so if you want to reference that later, you have that there, or you can embed it in your lesson logs, which we can show you later. Another really great feature of the ActiveInspire is the desktop annotate. So if I want to Google something, right? So for example, there we go. Um, and you want to do some reading, or you want to show your students something on the page. You can do this by getting the website up on the screen. And let's say you're looking at for vocabulary. You can use the desktop annotate function. I'm also going to hide this. You can use the desktop annotate function to highlight on the web page, right? So Ninja Cat, your students may not know what Ninja Cat is. So this is a really great function as well. When you're finished with the desktop annotate, you just click this button here again to go back to your ActiveInspire. Again, you can fit to width. You can add in the page browser so that you can flip through the pages. These are some of the basic functions that you will use daily in your ActiveInspire.